Welcome! Are you a savvy investor or new to investing? Why not join us? Ideal Homes Portugal is bringing you a webinar on the 29th of November at this amazing development in Carvoeiro. We'll be showing you a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom townhouses that have great returns. We'll have a panel of experts. I'll be talking to Michael Stock. He's the expert, everything about this, and it's not to be missed. And if you want a holiday home, great lock up and leave and get some income back, this is one of the things you've got to tune into. 29th of November, Lisbon time, 5 o'clock, 1700 hours. I look forward to seeing you and hearing from you with the questions and answers afterwards. Well, welcome. We're inside one of these beautiful 2-bedroom townhouses. We'll tell you more about that as we go along, but I'm joined by Michael Stock. You are the real estate manager here?
Yes, that's what they tell me.
And you are the font of all knowledge, and we've worked before in previous developments. And what this man does not know about the area, Carvoeiro and Ferragudo, for example, is mind-boggling, but he knows everything about this. And tell me more.
Sure. So, as you say, I've been here, my family's been based here for 30 years. I must have driven past this resort about 500 times, and only when I started working here did I find out what a gem it really is. So what we have is 5-star touristic development, so all of the properties are licensed under tourism. Today we're in one of the 2-bedroom townhouses. There's 73 of them across the resort. And nevertheless, I mean, you've said it a bunch of times, I get the comment all the time that even when it's completely at capacity, it feels very peaceful here.
It does, it does. The location is second to none in the sense of everything's around you, but you've got peace and everything. But if you're into sports, you've got the golf, you've got the tennis club, Carvoeiro Tennis Club, it's literally just next door.
Direct neighbor. The management's made a deal, cut a hole in the fence and put a little gate there so people can walk directly from here into the tennis club, have a discount to play tennis there. I mean, it's sort of, the tennis club itself is where I grew up, as in my family would spend 4 days a week there. And so I know they do all the tennis tournaments, personal trainers, outdoor cinema events are very popular there. So it's a great neighbor to have with direct access there.
The thing about, just going to go back a little bit into the fact of the tourist development. A lot of people get a little bit confused on this when they're looking at properties in Portugal. The difference between a tourist development and a residential development. A tourist development is managed by company, yes?
Yes, so there is one company which is really responsible for the full operation of the resort, whether that's the upkeep, the maintenance, as well as the rentals and all of the licensing requirements. So they've really got skin in the game, and that's why only the larger companies perform this sort of function, because it does come with a lot of responsibility. For the owner, what this means is that there's sort of checks and balances in place, that also the Tourism Board of Portugal oversees all of these activities, that things are really done the way that they are supposed to be done.
And as we say, it's classified as a 5-star resort, and your actual booking, average booking per year is really high. This is what we're talking about in investing. If you're a savvy investor, this is something really, really good. Tell me, what's last year's?
Thanks, John. I'd love to say it's us, but no, it's a separate company, so that's why I'm not patting myself on the back. They're doing a great job. They're called Details. Yeah. And yes, they lead the market, the local Carvoeiro market, on the 2 most important metrics. The occupancy percentage, so what percentage across the year the property is actually booked with rental clients. And last year they closed with an average of 78%. This year, when I checked a week ago, it was even higher than last year, but we'll see when the year closes. But 78 is just astronomical, as in a normal Carvoeiro resort is happy with 60%. That used to be my background more, the operation side of things. So if you get 60%, you're booked out in the summer, quite low in the winter, and then it averages out. Whereas here, they've really put a lot of attention into also filling up the shoulder months, filling the winter months. which you can tell also by the amenities. I mean, you saw the amenities.
I mean, you've got everything, not just here, but you've got it around you,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, you've got a guarantee return on income?
So at a minimum of 4.5%.
Yeah.
Basically, there's different options people can choose from. Obviously, the more you use the property, the less your return, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And 4.5% is the lowest. It goes up to 5.4% return. That's calculated on your purchase price of the property itself. And the reason they're able to offer that is the success of the rental operation. So volume of clients, which is the occupancy percentage, and client satisfaction. So if you check booking.com, Vale de Lapa has an average score of 9.3 out of 10. Again, leading the local market, so you have lots of clients and happy clients. It's the recipe for success long term.
And each and every like townhouse, I mean, we call them a townhouse, but they got a feel of a villa actually, but the size of them, as I said, we're in one, but they're all basically exactly the same, but they vary in price from 519,500 up to a little bit more, but the difference basically is the position of a sea view.
Exactly right.
But they're identical apart from that.
Yes. Which also explains the success of the rentals, because when an outside guest books, they just book a property, and then the management can move people around to optimize that.
Yes.
But yeah, the properties are all the same. They were all built the same year. They all underwent a very thorough renovation. So the furniture we're sitting on is all brand new. The air conditionings have been replaced. They even did technical works like moving the hot water tank from inside the property to the roof. So they really did think it through basically for the next decades to come.
And the gardens. I mean, each townhouse has got a beautiful balcony upstairs off the master bedroom. You've got gardens here and little lakes around, haven't you? And the facilities here, for example, you've got an indoor and an outdoor pool, heated as well. You've got a spa, a sauna. It's got 5-star, as I say, but the facilities, the restaurant, the bar. I mean, if you come on holiday here yourself, just for a holiday, you'll go away and think, wow, this is fantastic. If you put in money into an investment like this, you're buying a property, and don't let me get confused, it's touristic development, but you own the actual property. I'm right there, aren't I?
Absolutely, yeah. Full freehold structure.
Full freehold.
Yes.
But you've got in capital return on the investment.
Absolutely.
So it's a no-win situation, isn't it? You win-win-win, I should say. so yeah. Open all year round.
Yeah, absolutely.
And depending on the packages, we can advise you everything about this further with questions and answers in our webinar afterwards. But basically, you can use it certain times of the year yourself. It's in the rental pool, so it just has everything. And if you aren't familiar with Carvoeiro, I mean, I know it, you know it. It is it's 40 minutes from the Faro Airport, straight down the motorway to get here. It's got so many great restaurants. It's got the tennis, as we say. You've got Pistano, the group with all the golf courses. Mm-hmm. Got new Ferragudo golf course opening in March 26, I believe. It's got everything.
So as well.
And also, you've got a little favourite restaurant just round the corner, haven't you?
Well, there's the on-site restaurant here, which is my favorite one. But then you've also got, you even got a Michelin restaurant 90 seconds walk away. Yeah. And where I like to go is the restaurant right next to the Michelin star restaurant, which has the same owner, but then much more, let's say, reasonable prices.
Okay. So, and when it comes to the service facilities, the rooms are all cleaned. It's run like a hotel, isn't it?
Yeah, the term that I probably use too often, but whenever I do the visits here and stuff like that, the term that I keep coming back to is turnkey, in the sense that when you're here, staying in your own property, it's not supposed to be work. It's supposed to be hassle-free, everything's taken care of. You've got your daily housekeeping, the laundry's taken care of, you've got access to the reception here, and you can just focus on relaxing and having a good time. And
details are not just here. They've got several developments and hotels around Portugal, haven't they? And I know details in Olhos de Agua,
yep,
from the Velamar Hotel, which is, the service is second to none. There's always a smile on their face. I can't get a smile on my face very often, but it's just, you walk in and they enjoy their work.
Yeah, I got to know them and the team during this process at this project, but they also explained to me quite openly, like the upper management has done a very nice job over years and decades now of making the whole team feel like a family. So you've got, for an industry that has a very high staff turnover, they do not. And you can tell that basically just on their satisfaction as well. It's not just all about clients, you know. To have long-term success, you also need to have happy people working in their positions. And specifically here, lots of members of the team that I've dealt with have been here for much longer than I have. They've been here since pre-pandemic times, and are continue to be happy here.
Good. We're going to have a questions and answers after on the webinar. So if you've got any questions and we haven't covered anything, I think we've covered most, haven't we? Can you think of anything I've missed?
I'm German, so I've got a whole list in my head, but the majority, the most important things, I think we've got here.
You sure?
I think so. What have I missed?
I don't know. Obviously, we fill you in anything. You can ask any questions. We'll answer as best we can. We're also going to have our mortgage advisors as well on hand, because when you're looking at the interest rates in Portugal, I think they're starting at 2.5% on mortgages, and you're getting a guaranteed return on the lowest side of 4.5. Again,
absolutely. I mean, most people do buy touristic properties with a mortgage because the mortgage is mostly paid for by the return of the actual rental side of things. So again, that's your win-win-win scenario.
Win-win-win. Yeah. So we'll have our currency team here to ask any questions on the currency exchange rates, mortgage advisors, Michael, myself, for what I'm worth, but we'll all be here. Stay tuned. Thank you, Michael. That was very informative. But if you're watching this and you still got some questions to ask, don't worry. You can always contact me, john@idealhomesportugal.com. You can drop me an email. I'll answer any questions and give you an update on availabilities on all these properties here. So I look forward to hearing from you, and thank you once again for watching.